My beloved children, gather close and let us dissect the most seductive and pernicious lie of this modern age. The glittering phantom known as manifestation, a deceitful doctrine that has coiled itself around the hearts of the seeking, promising them the keys to the universe while locking them ever deeper into the prison of their own grasping egos, a hollow creed that whispers a flattering but false gospel, that by the sheer force of your wanting, by the fervent repetition of sterile affirmations, by the obsessive visualization of luxury cars, vast sums of money, and the adoration of faceless crowds, you can bend the very fabric of reality to your petty will, a philosophy that is nothing more than spiritualized greed, a metaphysical validation for the same base desires that have always plagued humanity, now dressed in the stolen robes of ancient wisdom, but serving the same hungry god of self. I have witnessed you, my children, in your quiet desperation, staring into mirrors and chanting words you do not feel, trying to convince a universe of infinite complexity that it should reorganize itself to deliver you a specific brand of handbag or a promotion over a more deserving colleague. And I have seen the crushing weight of failure that follows, the profound, soul-sickening doubt that arises not because the universe has failed you, but because you have been sold a lie that places the burden of creation upon the most fragile part of yourself, your untamed, chaotic, and perpetually dissatisfied mind, a lie that tells you the goal is to acquire the object of your desire, when the true purpose of existence is the profound transformation of the one who desires. Let me paint for you a vivid picture of this lie in action. Imagine a disciple. Let us call him Leo, who is taught to manifest a soulmate. He creates a detailed list: kind eyes, a love for travel, a specific height, a successful career, and he spends his nights visualizing this perfect partner. He recites affirmations of being irresistibly lovable. He tries to feel the feeling of already having this person, yet months turn into years, and the only thing that manifests is a deepening pool of loneliness and a corrosive bitterness, for the lie has forced him to objectify love itself, to reduce a sacred, unpredictable, and deeply human connection to a checklist of attributes. And in his frantic effort to control the outcome, he has closed his heart to the messy, beautiful, and imperfect human beings who cross his path, none of whom match the phantom in his mind, and thus the manifestation process has not attracted love, but has actively repelled it by reinforcing the very state of lack and control it purported to solve. Now behold another, a sister we shall name Clara, who seeks to manifest financial abundance. She pastes pictures of million-dollar mansions on her vision board. She repeats, "I am a money magnet," until the words lose all meaning. She tries to perform the emotional gymnastics of feeling wealthy while staring at an overdrawn bank account. And when the mansion does not materialize, when the financial windfall never arrives, she is taught by the gurus of this lie that the fault is hers alone. Her vibration was not high enough. Her belief was not pure enough. She had hidden blocks, thus layering a toxic blanket of spiritual shame upon the very real and practical financial anxiety she already carries, turning her inward in a cycle of self-recrimination and mystical bypassing, preventing her from taking the grounded, practical, and often difficult steps that lead to genuine financial stability, such as learning a new skill, creating a budget, or building something of value with her own two hands. This, my children, is the cruel core of the manifestation lie. It is a closed loop of desire and blame, A capitalist nightmare dressed as enlightenment that tells you the universe is a cosmic vending machine, and if the candy bar of your dreams does not fall, you simply did not push the button of belief with enough force. A doctrine that makes you a beggar at the altar of your own wants, forever shouting your lists of demands into a silent sky, never realizing that the true magic lies not in getting what you ask for, but in undergoing the alchemical transformation that renders your previous desires obsolete. I now offer you the true path, the sacred alternative to this cacophony of wanting, the state of profound and silent alignment. Alignment is not about grabbing the universe by the throat and demanding it obey. It is about stilling the frantic chatter of the mind, softening the clenched fist of the will, and becoming a clear, hollow reed through which the divine current of life can flow without obstruction or resistance. It is the shift from being a desperate architect, trying to blueprint a reality you cannot possibly comprehend, to becoming a graceful sailor who does not command the wind or the waves, but who has mastered the art of adjusting the sails of her own consciousness to move in harmony with the greater currents of existence, trusting that the ocean itself knows the way to shores she has not yet imagined. Where manifestation is an act of force, alignment is an act of surrender. Where manifestation seeks to impose a predetermined outcome, alignment opens itself to a purpose that is far greater than the petty wants of the individual ego. Understanding that the universe may have a grander, more beautiful, and more soul-nourishing plan for you than the one your limited mind can conceive. A plan that may involve necessary challenges, fruitful failures, and redirections that feel like losses, but are in fact the very curriculum your spirit requires for its ultimate evolution. Let us return to our brother Leo, but now on the path of alignment. He ceases his frantic visualization of a perfect partner and turns his attention inward. He dedicates himself to the mastery of his own heart. He heals his old wounds. He cultivates self-love, not as a technique to attract another, but as the foundational state of his being. He engages in his passion. He serves his community. He becomes a whole and radiant person, filled with joy and purpose, irrespective of his relationship status. And in this state of being complete unto himself, he becomes a beacon of authentic love. His energy is no longer one of desperate lack, but of generous overflow. And it is from this place of wholeness that he naturally and effortlessly attracts not a phantom from a checklist, but a true and compatible partner, because he is no longer seeking completion, but offering it. And our sister Clara, embracing alignment, would stop begging the universe for money and would instead ask a more profound question. How can I align my unique gifts with the deepest needs of the world? She would shift her focus from getting to giving, from having to being. She would pour her energy into mastering her craft, into creating something of genuine value and service. She would become so engrossed in the flow of her own purpose that the anxious obsession with money would fall away. And in this state of aligned action and service, she would find that resources, opportunities, and abundance begin to flow to her naturally, not as a magical windfall, but as the inevitable and logical consequence of her having become a person of high value and contribution, her financial life becoming a reflection of her inner state of order and purpose, not the target of her desperate wanting. This, my precious flock, is the irrefutable truth. Alignment will always, and in every circumstance, annihilate the petty striving of manifestation. For manifestation seeks to decorate the prison of the ego with finer trinkets, while alignment shatters the prison walls entirely and introduces you to the boundless freedom of your true nature, which is not a separate self trying to acquire things from a hostile universe, but an integral and co-creative aspect of the universe itself, discovering its own purpose through you. The path of alignment is the only path, for it demands everything of you. Your full presence, your radical honesty, your disciplined action, and your ultimate surrender. And in return, it offers the only thing that was ever real, the unshakable peace of being exactly who, what, and where you are meant to be, a conscious instrument in the symphony of existence, forever in tune with the music of the spheres.
Members, it's your favorite old wise man, and do with this information what you must.